So if you're scoring at home, which I'm sure you are, that makes a total of 4 pools, 2 splash pads, and then we're going to go through the water slides as well. Welcome to Jellystone Park Lake. We are on our way to our 4-park tour of the Great Lakes. We're not actually staying at Barton Lake, but we're on our way to Caledonia, where we'll be tomorrow. And the fine folks here let us come in, gave us some day passes, and I'm going to go around and take a video tour. This is not really the front of the campground. We'll have some footage of the registration when you first drive in, but this is sort of the front of the area. This is an iconic sign. I've seen this posted several times from Barton. Like, I really like it with the tree there. And the yogi and everything up there. So I wanted to shoot that. Right behind it, that's one of, I think there's 4, we'll find out as we drive around, playgrounds right behind it, and that's where my little one is. And the big one too, I think right now is over at the playground. And that's it from here. We'll keep walking around, actually taking the cart around, and shoot some more stuff for you guys. And we're not really far from the entrance sign I just showed you, but there's a row of pretty nice cabins, triangular roofs right across from us here, and I'll turn around, and a couple of jump pads. And right behind that is a pool. We'll probably get a better look, and there's that playground that we saw coming in. A little photo op there with Cindy and Boo Boo. Oh, and some RV sites, actually. Those are really well located. So those RV sites right there, and you can see through the trees, and we'll get a closer look again at all this stuff, is the large water slides that are here. They're really, I mean, those are true water park size water slides. Again, we'll get a closer look as we head around to that area of the campground. Here's another look at this these gorgeous cabins, this row of them right here. It looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 cabins. And I'm a sucker for cabins on the corner. These folks here have a great spot. You'll see why. There's probably where their cabin site officially ends right there, but there's all this grass all the way to the turn here. So that is, boy, I wish I could see the number. I don't want to creep on them too much, but that's a cottage right here on the end of this row. Great spot if you're renting one of those. I'd suggest picking that one out. This is a group lodge, as you probably guessed, the Three Bears Lodge here at Barton Lake. I don't know this for a fact, but my suspicion is that when this was privately owned or individually owned, this campground is not owned by Northgate Resorts, that this was probably the owner's residence, given the fact that there's a 2-car garage there. So that's a full-on house. So if you have a large group of people, that's certainly something you can look into renting. It's obviously well located. We'll just scan around here. I'm sitting in the cart, but the mini golf is right there, and then the splash pad and pools are right behind it. And we were up at the playground in the front there not long ago. So a really good spot there to check out if you've got a group. Out there, it looks like the smaller of the 2 splash pads here at Barton Lake. More of a water playground, probably better for the real young ones. Like my little one would actually really enjoy that. And then there's a larger splash pad that we'll get to in a minute. And we swing around here as their mini golf course right next to it. Nice compact course, but it looks like fun. Might check it out later. So here's a small playground right back behind the pool area. I should probably let my wife know. She's got the little one right now. This is probably perfect size playground for her. She's actually over at one of the larger ones. And there's a train play area there, right, too. Train-shaped wooden play area. And you can see that's a small pool there and the small water playground here. So we're here in the arcade at Barton Lake. Brand new-ish, I think. Either recently remodeled or a brand new area I remember seeing. It certainly smells that way. The floors here, you can smell them brand new. Basketball games there. A couple of shooter games. The old games where you put stuff in and hope you win something. More of those. Oh boy. If Ab gets a hold of the fact that there's Squishmallows here, she's going to want to play this crane game. Ticket game there. We'll walk around the side. We got some first-person driving games. Another ticket game there. And then just a few more games in the back. Really nice area in here. And, oh, ice cream counter too. I think this is both inside and outside. Might not be open right now. Oh, no, they are. Ice cream counter is both in and out. And take a peek in at the flavors. They have a few there, including a dairy-free, I see. And there's the prices and the menu for the ice cream, which is right in here at the arcade, or you can get it outside towards the splash pad. It's the ranger station here at Barton Lake, the camp store. And again, we're just here for the day, so you're going to see it for the first time that we do. So we'll explore inside the store. Obviously, there's wood here outside, ice, your typical things that are outside at the campground store, and we'll take a look inside. So this is actually a store and a snack bar behind me, and lots of places to actually sit down and eat. So in a way, it's more of a fast food restaurant than just simply a snack bar, since there is a place to sit down. But we'll hop over and look at the store side first. There's a couple of things in a cooler case out here. They're probably local. Oh, Amish homemade sandwiches. That's interesting. And apple dumplings. So they must be in a partnership. It's Graybill Amish pastries. That's pretty cool. I like when there's local stuff at these things instead of just, you know, the standard things that every camp store has. There's the gem mining bags, it looks like here. So, oh, the infamous pucker powder that the kids love. Some more candy there. Of course, the whole Christmas section, and pretty much every Jellystone does at least one Christmas in July weekend. Some of them do more than that because they're incredibly popular. Usually the most popular weekends of the summer at most parks, other than maybe July 4th. Some camping mugs there. What are these? Interesting. I'm gonna pick one of these up. Oh, it's a blanket. Full-size blanket, $33.50. A little pricey, but it's a full-size blanket if you need it on a chilly evening. Some slippers. You got your kids' shirts. I always look for ones I haven't seen before. This one might be new this year, or just haven't seen it elsewhere. It's more fun seeing that one before. And that boo-boo is a new design for me. I haven't seen that. There's some more yogi-themed items. Now we're getting to the real littles like mine. The baby and toddler stuff. Some dolls. More shirts here that tie-dye effect. Oh, like that sweatshirt, huh? Look at that one. And that's got the specific Barton Lake. And I like that they've got the pine trees next to it, just like the entrance sign out front. We got your plastic forks and cups and things like that. Some more grocery here. You got chips and your condiments and beans and sides, things you might have forgotten or can just grab quick from here. Some local-ish. I've never heard of that brand, so maybe local beef jerky. Some chips along the back wall. Sodas here. More chips there. And we got more shirts. We come up through here. Now we're in the adult sizes. Yeah, I'm really partial to that kind of logo. I've seen that for other parks, other locations, with the circle and then the JP and everything there and the little logo. Some on this side. That's got that whole like inside out. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that if I get up close. It looks kind of like it's inside out, but it's not. Or maybe it's a reversible. Probably could wear it the other way. King of the Grill. There's definitely a lot of new designs from what I've seen before that are probably either new this year or just don't have them at the parks we've been to. I like that one. Camp Life Jellystone Park. And more shirts there, and then we'll just take a... Oh, I like that one. Authentic campfire hoodie. Wonderful. Sodas and Gatorades. Some energy drinks on the bottom. Waters. Alright, now there you got some lunch meat and some Lunchables. Hot dogs. Actually really well stocked on the meats. Sausage links. Well stocked on eggs. I don't know if we timed this right or if they're always this well stocked, but milk, coffee mate, got your iced coffees. Even little individual bags of pickles. And then you got a few frozen items over here, Hot Pockets and some breakfast stuff. Trying to get the menu here for Boo Boo Cafe or Picnic Basket, their snack bar. A few breakfast items, snacks, drinks, desserts, and then they've got some combos, chicken wings, corn dogs, chicken tenders, pizza. You can add fries and a drink for $4 and make it a meal. And then we'll swing around as we showed you before. Lots of seating, actually, which is unusual. Not every Jellystone has that for their snack bar with a lot of indoor seating, so you can sit in the air conditioning and enjoy your food. Well, I stepped down here into the seating area of the snack bar, and they've got a whole video library, and they've got a movie playing right now for the kids, so something can be on while you're in here and eating, and little ones can watch cartoons. That right there is the backside of the snack bar and store, and if you swing around, you'll see putting the lake in Barton Lake is actual Barton Lake, and there's a boat launch within the park itself, and you can see here there's some kayaks and pedal boats you can take out. Rowboats too? Oh wow, actually old school, old-fashioned rowboats. Life jackets there. And that is right out back. I'm sure there's some other access points to the lake in the park, but that is right out back of the store and snack bar. Here's another set of cabins right here at Barton Lake, and pretty well situated. We've got the store right here and the arcade, all the outdoor water stuff right behind that. And here, people ask all the time, where are the Jellystones with indoor pools? Well, Barton Lake's one of them. The small indoor pool right here, so even if it's a little cooler out, you can go inside and use the indoor pool, which is right next to the store, so also convenient to be able to go in and get the snack bar and everything like that. So this is just a closer look. We saw a little bit of it before when I was in other areas of the little water playground, and this is appropriately called the lounging pool. It looks like it's a pretty laid-back pool. There's several pools at this location. I'm going to see if I can walk through to get to the other ones or if I have to go back around. And they have a few cabanas here, and I know there's some cabanas elsewhere. Some of the other water features. Here's the gem mining area. I actually missed it, came through a couple times right across from the store, which is convenient because that's where you buy the bags. And right next to the mini golf and the splash pad here, a little mini splash pad. And we found the other water features right behind the lounge pool. We're going to take a quick walk through. This is the activity pool. See a couple basketball hoops there. And I think this is what's called the family pool. So if you're scoring at home, which I'm sure you are, that makes a total of 4 pools, 2 splash pads, and then we're going to go through the water slides as well. Here at Barton Lake, so lots of stuff to do in the water, and they're all close together, not spread all over the park, so you can kind of hit them all at once without driving back and forth to different places. So Barton Lake has 2, I would call them full-size water slides. You got the one with the blue bottom there, and you can see right behind it one of those plunge slides, a straight down white one. The blue slide is definitely an inner tube slide. I don't know if I've seen someone come down the white one yet. That's probably not. Yeah, it looks like that one is, you just come down on your back. But those are a little bit further away from, you can see the larger splash pad, which we're going to walk to next right behind us. But still all walkable from the other water features. Alright, well this is the large splash pad. I think it's probably newer than the smaller water playground we saw over there. And there still is a smaller little slide there for little ones. And a whole play structure. And of course, one of the things most Jellystones are famous for, the dumping bucket up top there. Some more cabanas along the backside. We saw some by the lounge pool earlier. So again, 2 splash pads, 2 giant water slides, 4 pools counting the indoor one. So lots of water features here at Barton Lake. And of course the lake itself. There's a sand volleyball court here. I think I saw a couple others actually elsewhere in the park that had like sort of wood structures holding the net together. But there's one here right by the water zone, and I think there's a couple more towards the back side of the park. Goggleball pit right here towards the front. You can see more sites right in front of me. Another bathroom. There's lots of bathrooms all over this park, especially by all the water. It's not like there's one water area bathroom. There's a whole bunch of them. So for a park this size, there's a ton of really conveniently located cabins and sites. You see some right here. And we swing around, and again, we're still right by the main water area. So there's stuff, you know, literally right next to where you want to be. One thing I love about this park so far is you're never really that far from a playground. We're further towards the back of the park now. And there's a small playground right here, perfect for toddlers through maybe like early elementary school, but anybody could probably have fun on it. And there's some more cabins right there, some more rustic cabins right here, and up ahead some tent sites. So the tent sites are kind of more remote, which is kind of cool. Some people who are tent campers want that, you know, a little more like real camping. But again, even back here, you got a playground right there. Hey, these are the brand new glamping pods at Barton Lake. They've also got them at Glen Ellis. Maybe some other of the Northgate parks are adding them in, but these are really neat. They're well, not much, but they're smaller than I thought they were. But what they essentially are is kind of like, I don't know, a tent structure. It's not a safari tent. They're not big like most safari tents are, but there is electricity inside, no plumbing, pretty basic stuff in there, but it is full shelter. So you're not in a tent. You don't have to bring your own tent. You don't have to pitch a tent. You don't have to worry about rain, wind getting in. So they're really cute. I like that. There's just two right here next to each other. There may be some elsewhere in the park, but I don't think so. Maybe there's more going in. But yeah, these are the glamping pods, certainly cheaper than renting out a standard cabin, and one of the new options here at Barton Lake. So right here is the Bear's Den. I know what you're thinking. It looks like a garage. And I wish it was open because I'm sure they have it decked out for Yogi and friends inside. And I'm actually a really big fan of the garage door Bear's Den. I know we're going to see one at Caledonia tomorrow. And the reason is because they can open those doors full ways and the kids can, you know, all go in and see the bears without funneling through a small door or the bears having to come outside just to see them. So big fan of this style. It doesn't look like much right now because the doors are shut, but I promise you that's probably decked out for the bears inside. Here we have those other two sand volleyball courts with the wooden posts. Got basketball courts right here. I think we're in the other epicenter of this park besides the front where the water and the store is. The water features in the store. You can see another playground through the trees. And right behind us is the rec center where I think they might have a game of candy bar bingo going on. So we're going to probably have to be quiet walking in there. They haven't started bingo just yet. Looks like they're actually, everybody's in line getting their cards. So it should be starting soon. And you can just sort of see, we're going to pan around the rec center here. I was hoping to run into a friend here that we know, but she's probably busy, tied up with these folks getting their cards for candy bar bingo. So maybe we'll swing back once they're started. You can see the pavilion here on the back side of the rec building. The reason I wanted to come out here is I just stepped outside and boom, I mean, that just looks gorgeous. This is actually a stream that comes from the lake, I believe. It leads all the way to the lake. There's a little, if you could see it, I'm probably not going to go brave that. I'm a heavier individual, and I'm sure that little suspension bridge would hold me, but I'm not going to take the chance of breaking their bridge and falling in the water. You can see some folks, little kids there crossing it right now. But it is really pretty out. It's hazy. I think that's Canadian wildfire responsible for that. But really pretty view right through here. And on the back side, I don't think it's open right now, the Arts and Crafts Pavilion, but we'll walk around the front and check it out. Yeah, indeed, that's the case. I think they only have the arts and crafts open when they've got the craft activities going on. But that's the shed here, and it's right next to the pavilion. And again, like everywhere else in this park where there's stuff to do, there are sites right next to it. So if you're someone who doesn't like being in the area where there's a lot of stuff, those aren't the sites for you. But if you want to be next to something, lots of options here. Lots of sites of cabins near the water park. Lots of sites back here near the rec building. So really, you got a lot of options. And then, of course, you can see some of these sites that are out there across that stream and close to the lake. You're overlooking the lake, but you're further away from all the noise. So lots of options of places to stay here at Barton Lake. And look, yet again, I'm going to zoom in, yet another playground. I've lost count. I might have to go back at the map later and count up how many playgrounds there are, but they are all throughout this park. So when you get here to Barton Lake, you'll see oh, there's my daughter. You see the registration station when you pull in. There's actually a big parking lot for registration, so you can come park, get your site instructions, your cabin key, golf cart key, all that stuff, whatever, before you go back into the park itself. It's actually really nice inside. We'll take a quick walk in there. So pretty spacious here inside the registration station. Again, it's right at the front of the park where you come in. You can park, come in and check in, so you're not doing it like some places they have it right by the store, and it's kind of a zoo. Now granted, it's a Thursday. It's probably busier here on a Friday coming in, but pretty cool where it's the only thing kind of going on here at the front of the park before the front gate.